So today I'll be showing you how you can use Gemini AI along with Scalenut to create the perfect SEO search optimized content, that too for free. Okay. Now I also have these prompts over here. As you can see, I mean, this is just one prompt, but then split in several sections. And I'll show you how you can use this prompt to actually create a really good piece of optimized content in a matter of minutes. Once we are done creating the content, we'll bring it over to Scalenut so that we can optimize the content further and get a higher score so that we have a chance of ranking. So today's video is going to be an interesting one. Stick to the end to find out how we get all this done. Welcome to Software Shuffle. This is the place where business owners and savvy marketers come to learn how to use AI, SEO, and content to build profitable online businesses. As an SEO specialist, I've had the chance to work on and help numerous websites grow their organic traffic and take the business to the next level. We hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you do, consider subscribing to the channel. So the first thing I want to mention is that go ahead and get your hands on Gemini Advanced, okay? I know that some of you might be using the regular Gemini. I mean, you can use that as well, but at the time of making this video, Google is offering a 2-month free trial for the Gemini Advanced. So since it's a free trial, there's no harm in picking it up because the output is just going to be much better. Okay, so if you can get your hands on the Advanced Gemini, and then we can get started. So I mentioned that we have these prompts over here, so all we have to do is follow these prompts the way it is laid out. So step 1, then we'll go to step 2, then step 3, and I'll explain what all these are. So in step 1, we are asking Google to scan and study the top 5 results so that it can create a SEO optimized outline for the content. Okay, so if you can read the prompt, it's use Google search to look up the top 5 results and create an SEO content outline for whichever topic. For each section, include the amount of words, include optimized title, meta description, and H2s. Okay, so fairly straightforward prompt, and we'll bring it to our Gemini. All we have to do is add in the topic over here. That's it. Okay, so I've selected this topic for today's video: how to start a content marketing agency. Okay, so this is the topic that I want to create a blog around, and then I'll click on enter. So it's done creating the outline, and if you can see, it has given us a meta title within 60 characters. So how to start a content marketing agency, your step-by-step guide. And then it has also given us a meta description, again within 155 characters. So you see how it's actually following the SEO guidelines. Okay. Then we have an introduction. It mentions how many words this section should be in. So 200 to 250. Then we have another H2, defining your agency's niche and services, creating solid business plan, building your team and processes, acquiring your first clients, scaling your agency, measuring success. So very valid points actually, but then we want to go ahead and enhance this. So we'll be adding another prompt over here, which is the second step. Okay, so in this we're asking the AI to make a list of primary, secondary, LSI and NLP keywords with high search volume to include throughout the outline and content. Okay, so we'll go ahead and add this prompt and see what keywords Gemini gives us. So we now have all our keywords: primary, secondary, LSI, and also the NLP terms. Okay, so it's generally recommended to always have one main keyword, one primary keyword. So I'm going to select one out of this. This one, how to start a content marketing agency. This actually fits the intent of what we are trying to create, and also it's a long tail keyword, so ranking for this is going to be easier. Okay, and then we also have all these other keywords, so we'll also be incorporating this in our outline and in our content. Now we want to move to step 3, where we are asking the AI to emphasize on the primary keyword. Okay, so the keyword that we had selected, and we want to make sure that it's spreading this keyword adequately throughout the outline and also using the other listed keywords and also adding an FAQ section with answers. Okay, so FAQs are really important. It helps the reader get additional information, and it also is a vehicle for adding additional keywords and adding schema markups and things of that nature. So this is the step 3, the third part of this prompt. So I want to go ahead and add it here. And we had selected this primary keyword. So I'll just add it over here. So Gemini is done redoing the outline and infusing the keywords within the sections. It has also redone the meta title and the meta description. And I noticed that the keywords are very nicely distributed within these headings and also in these points. Okay, so now that we have a really good outline, we also have FAQs. So these are actually very valid questions, and the answers also has been written really precisely, very accurately. That being said, we have this outline now that we can use as a foundation to create some really good content on. Okay, so now we'll move to the final step, actually, the second last step, in which we are asking the AI to start writing using whichever type of tone we want the AI to write the content in, and we also need to specify the target audience. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll copy this prompt, or this part, the fourth part of this prompt, add it here, and then make these minor edits. So write in tone, you need to select your tone. So I generally leave it to conversational, but you could select whatever you'd like. And the target audience for this is going to be aspiring content marketing agency owners. Okay, so I think this is fine. In this, I'm asking the AI to write one section at a time and incorporate all the keywords that we've done the research for. Once it writes one section, we'll review it, and then we'll ask the AI to create content for the next section. Okay, so let's click on submit and let's see what it creates. So it's done creating the content for the introduction. Let's see what it created. So I'll read anywhere from between. Let's go from here. Starting a content marketing agency is an exciting adventure. It's a chance to be your own boss, set your own hours. Goodbye 9 to 5 grind. Okay, that's kind of witty. And unleash your creative genius. Plus, if you play your cards right, you could be raking in some serious dough. Okay, so the content is actually quite nice, but then you want to make sure that you're editing your content accordingly before you post it anywhere. Okay, of course, I had set the tone to conversational, so it's a bit more informal and friendly. But then if you want your content to be, more formal or more professional, you could go ahead and make that edit when you're prompting the AI. That being said, I think that this is fine. We have a decent introduction, and now we'll move to the final and actually the quickest and the shortest step of this prompt, which is to ask the AI to continue writing into the next section. Okay, so we'll just copy this, bring it down here, paste, and enter. So Gemini is done creating the content for all the sections, and you can see that we have a total of 2,140 words. Okay, so that's a lot of content. I've also segregated this into the heading, so we have all H2s here and also our FAQ section down here. Okay, so now the next step is to add this content into Scalenut and then optimize it in order to get a higher SEO score so that we have a chance of ranking. So what we have to do is actually add in the keyword first. Okay, so the keyword that we are creating the content around, the keyword that we want to rank for. So the keyword for this is actually this entire title. We want to come over here, go to the content optimizer. Of course, I'm going to leave a link for Scalenut in the description. Go and check it out. You get a 7-day free trial. And then you have to come to the content optimizer. Come over here, add in the keyword. Okay, you can also add in a few secondary keywords if you like, but I'll just leave this to default for now. I want data for the top 10 pages. You could select top 20, top 30, depending on your preference. Country, I'll let this be to United States, and then I'll click on optimize. So now what it'll do is the AI is going to collect the data it needs on this particular keyword so that we can go ahead and optimize our content for a high SEO score. So Scalenut is done collecting and analyzing the data for this keyword. All we have to do now is open the editor and then add in the content, okay? So you can see that we had a score of 0 because we have no content here. So I'll add in the content. Once I do, you'll see that the score will increase. Okay. So for some reason, there's seems to be a formatting glitch. So I could actually remove the bold from all of this. And you can see we are at a score of 39 now, okay? Now the suggested score is 55 plus. If you can see here, it's really tiny, but then it's 55 plus. The average score is 59 and the top is 82, okay? We also have a few guidelines over here that I'll go into in just a moment, but I want to show you this research section because this is what sets Scalenut apart. Now we have these key terms. So the usage of these terms, how important they are, and if we've used them or not. For the ones that we haven't, we want to make sure that we're utilizing them. Of course, naturally, don't stuff keywords because then it's going to spoil the reading experience. Add these keywords wherever it makes sense, okay? We can also spy on the competition and see their score, see their how many words they've included, and we can also take a look at their content structure, okay? Now you can see that the page ranking in the first position has a relatively low score of 52. Second is even lower, 33, 52, 37. Okay, so ranking for this keyword is not going to be that difficult considering that we optimize the content based on the guidelines that we get from Scalenut and make sure that we have a few good backlinks. Yes, backlinks still do matter. And you want to make sure that you have a few good backlinks, at least pointing to your domain. That gives you that, that weight so that we create content. Content is good. In a few days, in a few weeks, you might start ranking. Okay. You also have a few questions over here that you can add in the FAQ section, statistics, and more. Okay. Now, to optimize the content, you need to follow the guidelines that Scalenut gives. For example, we have the key terms over here. So these are the NLP terms. And then it tells us currently key terms usage is 22, suggested is 49. So we want to make sure that we are utilizing and creating a few more sentences, few more paragraphs with some of these keywords over here. And then you'll see that the score will increase drastically, okay? Same thing over here, meta tag, so issues found. Scalenut now has this fix it button. So all you have to do is click on this and then the AI will do its magic. So let's click on this and see whether our score increases or not. So add new meta title, add. So it's done adding the meta title. Let's see if it can create a meta description also. So resume editing, meta description. Let's see if we can fix this as well. So add. And you can see that the score has bumped up to 40. Not a major difference because meta tags aren't that effective like the way they used to be previously, but then there is a spike in the score. And this is how the editing needs to be done. You need to see the suggestions that you get from Scalenut and then go ahead and make these minor edits and to reach that high score. Now, I've already created an in-depth video showing you how you can optimize your content in the Scalenut content optimizer to reach that 80 plus, 90 plus. So I'll leave a link for that in the description. Go and check that video out if you're interested in learning how you can use this tool to optimize your content to the best so that you can rank. So that's it for this video. I'll leave the link for both Gemini and Scalenut in the description. You can try both out for free and do each and everything that I've mentioned in this video absolutely free of cost. Okay, I'm going to make a separate resource for all these prompts so that everybody can access them and use them. But for now, I'll leave the link for both these tools in the description. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it insightful. I'll see you in the next one.